Once again, I want to send a shout out to my girls that get the paperwork, that go down to the courthouse, that go down to the website and download this paperwork and they read it. Shout out to Attorney Simone and her YouTube page. Um, girl, is it legal? Girl, is that legal? Okay, because she went and broke this shit down, and I love her for it because I have been telling y'all the same shit about Tyrese based on me listening to him talk. Okay, I have been telling y'all that Tyrese ain't shit based off of hearing him talk in interviews for years now. All from him complaining from the first wife. He was complaining when he married that first wife and then wanted to turn around and call Samantha his black queen when he married her. Lady not black. Lady is giving very much white Latina. I'm not sure. Either way, not a black queen came out and said she wasn't a black queen. Something is wrong with Tyrese. I believe that Tyrese is a narcissistic personality as well. Somebody that when they don't get what they want, will go to extreme lengths to punish the person for not submitting to their will. And I feel like he dog whistles to broke ass people, some of which don't like their own kids, because a lot of y'all feel like Tyrese should not have to pay $10,000 in child support. And I'm going to lay out a few facts for y'all from what Simone read in these court documents. Y'all can go to her YouTube page and look at it. She put it up there, okay? First the fuck all, Tyrese had a prenup that said he did not have to pay that lady any spousal support or alimony. Okay? We're not going back to court about spousal support or alimony, even though she did not work for the 3 years that they were married. Either way, they were only married for 3 years. This woman has a degree. She was able to leave him and find a full-time job, and she got her Patreon and all of her side hustles. Collectively, this lady makes about $7,500 a month, which is about almost what, $97,000 a year. Tyrese makes $275,000 a month. Tyrese is also already paying $10,000 a month for his eldest child, who he bought a Rolls Royce for when she went into 9th grade of high school, or when she finished 9th grade. He wasn't there, so he sent a Rolls Royce to her. Mind you, she couldn't even drive it. I told y'all when Tyrese decided to have his $1 million lawsuit against Home Depot, overreacting to that shit, when he did that, I told y'all that Tyrese got online and talked about how he's always going to Home Depot and he's always building things and he spends $100,000 at Home Depot like it ain't nothing. So for me to pay the same amount for the second child as you're paying for the first child, that only seems fair. And to be clear, for the brokies out there that want to argue on Tyrese's behalf, Tyrese only has to work 2 days a month to give both of his baby mamas child support. If he was paying $10,000 to both of them, he makes $12,000 a day based on the court documents. He reported he makes $275,000 a month in comparison to Samantha's $7,500 a month. She is paying for half of the daycare, half of the child's private school. He was only paying her $2,200 when they divorced for child support. When they were going through the divorce, only gave her $2,200. In 2022, after they looked through all of their finances, the court said, you need to pay her $10,000 a month based on how much she makes, based on how much you make, based on how much you already pay for your oldest child. Tyrese said, I don't think a A 5-year-old needs $10,000 a month. That's for the mama. And I don't want her to have anything extra. I want her to have to work her fingers to the bone because she don't want to be with me no more. So I want her to have to struggle. I don't want her to actually feel what it's supposed to be like marrying and having a baby with a rich man. Meaning that if I'm working, if I have a job as an ex-wife of a man that's worth $4 million and makes $275,000 a month, and she still has a full-time job and hustles, that lady should not be paying for no school. She shouldn't be paying for childcare if she's the primary parent. He should be paying for all of that as far as I'm concerned. But Samantha was trying to be nice. So Samantha says, I'll pay for half of this and half of that. He still ain't gave her the money for that shit. Only decided he wanted to pay her $3,500 or $3,600 a month. That's all he said. I don't care what the court say. The court don't like me, so I'm gonna pay $3,500. That's all I'm gonna pay. So for the past few years, this lady has had to go back to court over and over again to get him to pay the court appointed amount of money based off his income and based off how much he already pays for his oldest child. Tyrese keeps saying, I don't care. A 5-year-old doesn't need $10,000. Because it doesn't matter that his child have the same or close to the same, level of living. When a person cannot pay for that, meaning when a man does not have the money to actually support a family, I get it. Okay. But when a man actually does have the money, this is stupid. And it makes no sense for you to make that type of money and to pay lawyers' fees that cost more than your child support, to pay a car note that's more than your child support, to pay $25,000 in mortgage. Y'all, Tyrese pays $25,000 to his mortgage. And the only reason Samantha wanted the $10,000, the increase that she asked for from what he was originally giving her, was because she was trying to save the money so that she can buy a house so that she doesn't have to rent. And I feel like if I marry and have a baby with a man with money, the least he can do is make sure that I don't have to worry about where me and his child are going to live. That should be a bare minimum when you have the money to do it. So that tells me that Tyrese went to jail for 70-something thousand dollars in back child support and lawyers' fees to prove a point. Not because he can't pay it, not because the lawyers or the judges are corrupt. He doesn't want to pay it because he is angry with Samantha for leaving him. And I know he's angry with Samantha for leaving him because he's always talking about it. Let me see if I can find the last time we talked about Tyrese, which was not that long ago. And he did an interview in which I feel like, lets it be known how much resentment he has towards Samantha for leaving him. And I remember Samantha came on her podcast and y'all was all talking about why is she on a podcast? Because she got to make fucking money. Because she has to work, because she has to pay for shit, because Tyrese won't pay for it, because Tyrese doesn't want to pay for it. Not because he can't, he simply does not want to. And y'all think that that's cool. But I can remember her talking about how she said, I actually kind of regret leaving him. And I feel like, I don't know if I picked up on it back then, but now I feel like she regrets leaving him because it has been more of a headache than it would have been staying with him. Because if she would have stayed with him, yeah, she might have been miserable every day of her life, but at least she would not have to fight him to financially secure she and her child. He would do that because she would be living with him. So that's something she wouldn't have to worry about.
Singing all these songs about how I feel and how I'm feeling about what I lived and experienced because she left me out the blue. She can't say she don't know how I feel about it. Y'all seeing all the interviews. You know, the only person that ain't called me to say I'm sorry, I guess all these feelings that you caused don't fucking matter. I'm not playing, Vic. I'm a grown ass man. I'll tell you what I said. I'll tell you what I did. Accountability is a must. I'm coming up on 4 years of posting, venting, talking, releasing songs and singles, and ain't nobody called me to say.
So for 4 years, you have been doing all of this online because you want this lady to apologize to you for leaving you. Sounds like you're angry. She left you. Last topic.
Hey, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't even know. I did not know I caused that much damage. I had no idea that I had no idea. Yeah. Well, if you didn't know, you know now because you didn't heard the goddamn songs and you didn't seen the Instagram posts and you didn't see me on Joe Buttons and this and that. I've been talking, venting, uploading, all the above, and singing all.
This man is still, it was August 22nd.
I just got another letter from her lawyers requesting that I send over all of my tax returns and all of my bank statements because she's trying to get 20,000 and I think they're trying to take it up to like 40.
So this is him lying and pump faking online so that y'all will have sympathy for him. That's what he's doing.
And they've been looking at all of my movies and all of the concerts and shows that I've been doing. And they're over there like blood-sucking lawyers rubbing their hands. And Samantha's doing the same thing, rubbing her hands. And they're going, oh, shit, you know, for the last year and a half, he looks like he's been doing really well.
Look at hoes in the comments lying. She got a whole baby. That might be her as a baby girl. Who knows? She said she wants $480,000 a year for child support alone. That exotical tax is no joke. The lady in the courts are asking for $10,000 a month. I don't know about you, but that equals to $120,000 a year, not 480. And also, if she's asking for a collective of $120,000 a year, guess what, baby? He makes that in a month. Based on his own admission. Even while he's saying all of this, Tyrese is telling y'all how much money he's making, walking around in his fucking mansion. Is that an award? Is that an Oscar or Golden Globe? Girl, what the fuck is that, a Grammy? What is that? So you're standing next to your awards in your mansion, complaining to us, lying, and he's lying, y'all, because he knows $10,000 is not a lot for a man like him standing in this place. Only one way to win this game, fellas. This is how y'all view taking care of y'all families. Y'all view it as a game. Do not get married. I've hosted a lot of weddings. 95% of couples are divorced. Let that sink in. Yes, please stop getting married. Please stop getting married. But more importantly, stop having children. Stop having children with these women if you don't want to pay for the children. I sure hope this man doesn't unalive himself because this looks like a dark road he's traveling on. Let me tell you something. Whatever Tyrese decides to do, I feel like he's playing on y'all emotions, making y'all think he's really stressed out behind this money. He is literally lying to y'all on this video. Look at his face.
Let's go ahead and get them bank statements over here so we can figure out a way to get this law firm another $600,000 that we're asking for in legal fees.
Saying the man that is currently paying lawyers so he can have a lawsuit against Home Depot for discrimination because they did not want to allow another person to finish the transaction with his card.
It's a dirty, dirty game out here. Well, y'all gonna keep waiting.
This is him just being steadfast that he's not going to pay the child support and lying to y'all about how much it is, right? Everybody asked, did he do this with the first wife? If I can recall, he absolutely did do this with the first wife. He fought her a lot as well. So, yeah. And it's so funny, y'all, because I feel like I see this in real life all the time. Men who have the ability will absolutely use money to abuse their women with. Whatever women they've been in relationships with, they will use money to abuse those women.
A lot of us be giving attention to people, places, and things that we are no longer at. Meaning you're still giving them a currency you can't get back because
Anytime Tyrese trending or doing interview, here she come. Actually, no, this is from her own live that was recorded. She has her own social media. I don't know Samantha to like her or not, but the way people are looking to make her out as a villain, when you read them court documents, it seems as if this lady was really trying to not be a headache to this nigga. Just really want him to help her take care of her child so she don't have to struggle. And she should not have to struggle. She shouldn't, because he makes $275,000 a month.
The more time that you decide,
And mind you, every time he does an interview, he's talking about her, but God forbid she respond
to give somebody that you are not with your attention, you're continuing to keep yourself attached to a situation you're trying to leave, right? So if you, for this particular situation, if your ex is following dudes, or excuse me, following OF models, that's your ex. He's entitled to do whatever he wants. I would suggest to you, don't keep watching the show. Don't keep watching what you're
like, what is she talking about? This is somebody that's obviously responding to people saying shit in her comments because she has now turned herself into an influencer so she can make money because her rich ex-husband, not her baby daddy, her rich ex-husband. And it don't really fucking matter. Y'all know it don't matter to me. I'm just saying, y'all put different value on baby mama and wife. That lady did everything the way y'all said she was supposed to do it, except for what? She didn't stay with an ain't shit ass nigga. And she was supposed to stay with him if she expected him to financially secure her and her baby. Is that right? So he shouldn't care about the fact that he created that family and they should be supported, whether he wants to be with them or not. Just move on to the next bitch and impregnate her. Like, hello, just move on. Just move on. But he don't want to do that. Girl, I'm tired of Tyrese. Yet they keep posting him every damn week. Do y'all see how I didn't have to take that long before I found at least 2-3 videos of Tyrese crying. Okay? It don't never take that long. He always somewhere up and down my saves, just like Diddy. Okay? Just somewhere in my save, somewhere crying about something, Jesus.